Welcome to Xiao Voice. Continuing from the previous episode 180. The strange gray-colored chi flow and the golden-colored flame quietly collided where both of their hands made contact. However, no loud sound appeared. The two of them quietly mingled. A slight sizzling sound and energy ripple erupted from the point of contact. This sudden unexpected change caused the black-clothed old man to be startled. He hurriedly stepped forward and wanted to intervene. However, he stopped after hesitating. His gaze carefully swept over the little fairy doctor and surprise flashed across his eyes. Her appearance and demeanor did not lose to even Xuan. Moreover, the thing that surprised him most was the little fairy doctor's strength. Such a young elite Dozun was indeed quite shocking. Just what was so good about this little fellow? He had so many outstanding ladies beside him. What are the two of you doing? Xiao by the side similarly experienced a change in expression due to the sudden battle between the little fairy doctor and Xuan. He hurriedly extended his hand over. When he was about to forcefully pull the two ladies apart, the jade-like hands, that had been together, gently withdrew. The gray-colored dou chi flow and the golden-colored flame swiftly scattered. I have long heard that little fairy Dr. Jia's older sister, woeful poison body is really strong. It really lives up to its reputation now that we have met. However, thank you for taking care of Xiao Gege during this period of time. Xuan gently took a step back, rubbed her hand mildly, and spoke with a slight smile. I have also heard Xiao mentioning you many times. Now that we have met, you are indeed a lady blessed by the heavens. No wonder you are constantly on his mind. The little fairy doctor replied with a warm smile. Although these two ladies appeared exceptionally warm when they spoke, Xiao could sense an unusualness within their voices. He bitterly laughed in his heart. These two ladies had the capital to be proud. One had a natural poison constitution while the other possessed the bloodline of an ancient Dou Di. Now that they had met, there was a vague feeling of the both of them refusing to give in to the other. Could this be the opposition between two outstanding ladies? All right, this matter is over. Let's all rest for a while. Moreover, this is not a good place to chat. Xiao shook his head and helplessly spoke. Xuan and the little fairy doctor nodded slightly upon hearing his words. Seeing them nod, Xiao took the lead to move his body and land in the Yi clan manor in the center of the city. Xuan group followed close behind as a countless number of gazes watched them. The entire Yi city also began to turn into an uproar after Xiao group rushed down. The soul-stirring battle today would likely spread throughout the central plains like the wind. Yi Zhang and all the clan members of the Yi clan hurriedly stepped forward after Xiao group landed in the Yi clan manor. After today's shocking battle, Yi Zhang had finally witnessed Xiao ability. Even a faction as strong as the Ice River Valley was forced back in a dispirited fashion despite having sent out all of their strongest people. From this, one could tell just how strong Xiao was. Although he clearly understood that most of this was due to the sudden arrival of reinforcements, he also understood that being able to summon these reinforcements was part of Xiao repertoire. Big brother Xiao, are you all right? Xinlan's face was filled with joy when she saw that Xiao was fine. Xiao smiled and nodded. He pointed at Xuan and said to Xinlan, "This is Xuan. I think that you should have also heard of her. He, one of the founders of Pan's Gate. Senior Xuan being a member of Pan's Gate, how can I have never heard of her?" Xinlan covered her mouth and saucily laughed. Xuan was also startled when she heard her reply. Her elegant face immediately revealed a gentle smile that caused the hearts of those young people from the Yi clan to rapidly beat as she softly said, "KK, so you are also a student from the Inner Academy. Elder Yi Zhang, can you please arrange a place for us to chat?" Xiao grinned and turned to Yi Zhang. "KK, Mr. Xiao really knows how to joke. Such a small matter is naturally not a problem." Yi Zhang hurriedly nodded upon hearing his request. He personally led the way at the front. Xiao smiled. He led Xuan the little fairy doctor, and the rest followed. The courtyard was still filled with many members of the Yi clan. Some of the younger members revealed envious expressions when they saw the two ladies with demeanors possessing individual advantages. An ordinary person was already blessed by the heavens to have either one of them, yet Xiao was able to enjoy the both of them. From the way they saw it, what was there to regret if one lived until such a state in life? Xiao naturally did not have the time to bother about the thoughts of these people. Under the leadership of Yi Zhang, all of them walked into the meeting room of the Yi clan. Yi Zhang sensibly led the outsiders into the room and then left after the group had taken their seats, leaving this place to Xiao Yan's group. Xiao Yan sat on a chair and his tensed body finally relaxed. He sensed the piercing pain in his veins and involuntarily parted his mouth. The sequelae of the Skyfire 3 mysterious change was quite great. If his body was not extremely strong, it was likely that he would have long since been left on the ground unable to get up. Xiao Yan Gege, what are your subsequent plans? Xuan pushed the teacup beside her to Xiao Yan as she inquired with a gentle voice. I need to rescue teacher from the hands of the Hall of Souls. The strength of Xiao Yan's hand holding the teacup involuntarily increased. A chill flashed across his dark black eyes. Xiao Yan Gege's teacher should be Yao Zun Jie, Yao Chen, from back then, right? Xuan was not surprised at Xiao Yan's answer as she softly inquired. She had done some research after having returned to the Gu clan. Hence, it was not surprising that she was aware of Yao Lao's identity. Xiao Yan slightly nodded. Yao Chen? The black-clothed, old man by the side was slightly astounded when he heard that name. Immediately, his eyes glanced at Xiao Yan in surprise. He said, it is unexpected that he is your teacher. That old fellow's medicinal refining skills are something that hardly anyone on this Do Chi continent can match. KK, that's right. Back then, we had also met Yao Chen a couple of times. However, the both of us were merely ordinary Do Zongs at that time. The other white-haired, old man also laughed and let out a sigh full of emotions. Xiao Yan grinned. His eyes turned to Xuan who was in deep thought, as he asked, what is it? The Hall of Souls will definitely take precautions against you after the matter today. They might even shift the place where they have imprisoned Mr. Yao Chen. If you were to boldly head there, it is likely that you will only deliver yourself to their hands. Xuan hesitated for a moment and replied, you should not underestimate this Hall of Souls. My Gu clan has exchanged blows with them many times over the years. However, we have not hurt their core. With your strength, even if you have these two Do Zuns by your side, it is likely very difficult to rescue Yao Chen from the hands of the Hall of Souls if you do not plan properly. The white-haired, old man also reminded. Young miss cannot stay for too long this time around. She must return in at the very most 10 days. Your status is a little unique to our Gu clan. Before you possess the ability to protect yourself, the old me feels that it is best that you do not make contact with the Gu clan. Xiao Yan gently knit his brows. Although he was uncertain just what unique meant, he was aware that there was some relationship between the Gu clan and the Xiao clan. Moreover, the two Shi ancient gods' jade on him was something that the Gu clan wanted to obtain. Yao Lao had reminded him back then that it was best not to leak word about it. Otherwise, it would definitely attract a fatal disaster. Due to this point, Xiao Yan would be careful when making contact with the Gu clan. Xiao Yan Gege, the strength of the Hall of Souls is far more than what you have seen. Therefore, you must not be careless. The matter of rescuing Mr. Yao Lao and Uncle Xiao all relies on you. Xuan expression was a little grave. She was afraid that Xiao Yan would head to rescue Yao Lao now in his recklessness and end up landing in the hands of the Hall of Souls. After all, the true intention of the Hall of Souls was the two Shi ancient gods' jade in Xiao Yan's hands. Xiao Yan's expression was a little dark and solemn. After the recent battles, he had basically exposed all the strength around him. With the information channels of the Hall of Souls, it was likely that they would soon be aware of the information. If he still led his group over, it was likely that he would really not only fail to rescue Yao Lao but even end up losing his entire group along with himself in the process. The hand Xiao Yan used to hold the teacup tightened a little. His heart was fretful. Every additional day he allowed Yao Lao to remain in the Hall of Souls would be an additional day of suffering. This caused him to feel as though his heart was being sliced by a blade. Xuan softly sighed after seeing Xiao Yan's face. She ceased saying any additional words. The hall descended into silence after she stopped speaking. A moment later, Xiao Yan finally exhaled a deep breath of air. His voice was low and deep. I will not head to the Hall of Souls for the time being. Xuan sighed in relief within her heart when she heard his words. She said, Xiao Yan Gege, please rest assured. Mr. Yao Chen is not an ordinary Do Zun. The the Hall of Souls will not take his life so easily. Once I return, I will use the strength of the Gu clan to find the location where Yao Chen is imprisoned. If I receive any news, I will immediately dispatch someone to inform you. Xiao Yan slightly nodded. Since this moment was not the best time to rescue Yao Lao, he would need to prepare for the matter of the Pill Tower's pill gathering. If he was able to obtain the 3,000 burning flames, his strength was bound to soar. At that time, he would be able to fight against experts at Bing He's level. Once that occurred, he would quietly gather helpers and rescue Yao Lao from the hands of the Hall of Souls in one attempt. As for his father Xiao Zhan, Xiao Yan's eyes became slightly dim when he thought of his father. Ever since Xiao Zhan had disappeared back then, there had not been any news of him. If not for the soul light spot on the two ancient gods' jade still existing, it was likely that even Xiao Yan would have thought that Xiao Zhan had been killed by the Hall of Souls. Perhaps I might be able to obtain some news relating to father from Qinghai's mouth. Xiao Yan's finger rubbed the ring on his finger. A dense expression suddenly flashed across his eyes. Being an honorable elder of the Hall of Souls, it was likely that Qinghai was aware of many things. However, regardless of whether it is rescuing Yao Lao or father, all of that is based on the precondition of me possessing sufficient strength. Hence, 3,000 burning flame. I will obtain you.